It.
Hello and
I'll
welcome
do
to
it.
the game for Hong Kong House of Cards. Today, Charlie is meeting with the Nuisha, and then they may go exploring places.
Indeed. Fang is hanging around the sept in Latriani, mostly chasing her tail and eating some squirrel she caught.
Just as an aside, given that we've just had the scene between Fang and
Oh, if you want to follow it up directly, then
okay, well, I
Fang's
was
with
going
the
to say,
Fang's and Hamid walking towards the sept from the coffee shop down the road.
because what I was going to say is what you could do is go and tell Garou about the infected Bane spirit and the Diane spirit.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. So Fang's marching
Yeah.
towards the Guru sept. Sorry, I'm sleep deprived right now, so I'm not kind of loopy. Um, and she knocks on the door of the church.
Uh, I'm just gonna. It's Charlie's guardian around, so he answers the door.
Hiya!
Hi. Um, Hold on. I gotta roll nightmares just a second.
Hiya! Hi! I just got all the nightmares!
Wow, I'm only just playing two. Okay, there we go. Three. I'm good. He slept. Hi. Um, I saw you yesterday.
Yes! I'm Fang. I'm your Nuisha neighbor. Can
Hi.
Coyote come in?
Charlie. Sure. Still probably a little bit hung. He's thinking, "Oh dear God, please tell me I'm still hungover."
And she'll come in and she's gonna say, well, I just wanted to let you know that we had a little hunt a little earlier.
All right.
The
Honey, can you bring my sandwich?
We found a Kieran that was infected by a worm cancer,
Oh.
and
Okay.
we stuck the worm cancer into a rock and gave it to Lung.
Okay. Um. Is the Karen okay now? Now that the cancer's gone?
He was okay last time I talked to him.
Okay.
We cleansed him, and he got up and said he owed us a debt and ran off.
Okay. I gotta talk with the Hinko Kai people side anyway about causing chaos with the PLA.
She she looks a bit and she says, "Causing chaos, you say?
Yes. I need to
Well,
run the
you just so happen to be speaking to the best con artist on the West Coast."
All right. Um, one of the side things I'll probably ask is if you could get the access codes to the water supply to each installation. That'd be great. But if not,
Oh,
it's not a big issue.
I can probably get those, no problem. But
But the primary assignment would be to do the cause chaos.
one of the things that, well, okay. One of the, before I ask the question I was about to ask,
Okay.
the other thing I wanted to tell you is that the Rite Master should be doing rite of cleansing on your totem, just in case the worm cancers start spreading on a
All
regular
right.
basis.
All right.
This was a suggestion that Zhu made.
Okay. Definitely gonna get right on that. And he pulls out his phone and jots a text over to Brian. Um,
The other question is that while I don't really need an excuse to cause chaos, she says, smirking, I'd like to know exactly who I'm burning the city down for.
Sorry about that. Charlie. I'm a Fiona druid.
Hiya, Charlie, but I don't think you're doing this on your own. Yeah.
Well, he tried.
No, not really, because I actually have know about this. I'm actually trying to get the city father. Well,
Is that why he got
low
fired?
down with the city father. Two-thirds of him is either neutral or on our side.
Okay.
Third one is with the technocracy.
That doesn't sound good. She
Yeah,
thinks a bit and she says, you know, there's a gift that I want to learn that only a city father can teach me.
You never
all right.
really
I'll do this if you don't mind. I'll do what you ask, but if you don't mind
I know, but you
sending me to have a word with the city father for a moment.
Okay.
because they never done anything to you that
Looks at his phone. Looks at the time.
no
Uh,
wall.
Deb, is this about the same time as when City Father was at the mall?
It is about the same time of day, but you don't know whether that means anything or not.
I know two places where he'd be. We probably need to stop by the eldest first because I'm not sure if he's at the mall right now.
Ooh, I love the mall. There's so many suckers at the mall.
Well, he is talking to you.
Oh,
I'll give me a moment. And she goes off for a second, and she comes back, and she's got a folded up 3-card Monte table under one arm, and she says, "Okay."
right. We're going to have to shadow step into the Umbra. Are you okay with that?
People act stupid.
Racing across the gauntlet, she said, and then she
They act stupid.
dances sideways, and only gets one success. What the hell?
Has to be built. Good job by going to get his.
I know she
And
gets 2 successes. We're in a Guru Sept.
what's the gauntlet rating right now?
5. She's got Umbral Affinity, so it's down to 3 for
Two
her.
successes.
Yeah, so we get there. She's slightly quicker because she doesn't need to look at a reflective surface. And
Yeah,
you notice
Charlie
that
actually.
she just straight up dances sideways.
Charlie just looked right after her, looked at his cell phone, and then stepped sideways.
Yeah. And she's still got the card table under one arm.
So are you going to check the mall first, or the temple?
Charlie will try to go to the temple first because he knows that the eldest was the easiest for him to talk to.
Okay.
But if he's not there, he's going to the mall.
Okay.
Alright. Perception, primal urge. Dude. And just for clarification, just in case, he does not really know if this things are going to happen, so he's letting he's letting resist toxin be turned on.
But he got fired, right?
And that's 3 successes on perception, primal urge to find his way back to the temple.
Well,
1
he
success
quit.
on perception, primal urge. It matters. One moment.
Well, it's not hard to find the temple.
I went on and got my glass after.
Charlie ends up leading the way to some streets out, kind of towards the outskirts that are a lot older. They haven't, unlike a lot of the areas, they haven't been torn down and replaced, which makes a change.
Hmm.
And on one of the street corners, well, not even on the street corner, like 2 or 3 houses down from the corner, one of the houses has been turned into a very small temple. And it's not a big house to begin with, so
Okay.
because you know how tightly squashed together a lot of the little tiny houses were. It's one of those which has been turned into a temple quite some time ago. You can
Okay.
tell faded paint on the sign that it's been a while.
We're probably going to be heading in. Well, Charlie's going to peek his head into the door, see if the eldest is in.
He is. He is sat where the main shrine would be. Is in fact a chair, and that's where he sat. And there are a bunch of very different dragons from the ones that you saw in the mall. The ones there were small and shiny and flew around all over the place. These look older. They've got the full kind of wisps coming down from their chin. They're sat around and they're talking in kind of hushed, respectful tone, and rather than the chatter that was going on over in the mall. And it almost looks like he's having a nap. The city father is having a nap, and the dragons are kind of sat in the niches, which in the real world are the smaller shrines, having a bit of a chat with each other.
One success on persuasion, just to activate it just in case, because that's very helpful.
Fang's going to set down her 3-card Monte table, not set it up, obviously, and she's gonna slowly look around, and she's not trying to wake the guy up just yet, but she's just poking around a bit.
But yeah, he does look like the old guy has just kind of fallen asleep in the chair. And one of the dragons will look at the pair of you, will fly over and land on the back of the chair, and very respectfully kind of whisper in the guy's ear, and he'll wake up slightly, and he'll whisper again. And he'll hold up his pipe, and the dragon will light the pipe, and he'll start puffing on his pipe and look at the pair of you.
Charlie will bow respectfully and channel a point of gnosis for him. And he will say,
One moment.
Okay.
Okay. One
hello.
second.
Okay. Brief intermission while we wait for the new issue to come away from try anything.
We wait for the to stop chasing his tail.
Yes.
Good job.
Be right back myself.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
The father is going to look at the pair of you while puffing on his pipe, and then go, "I remember you, Charlie."
Fang's gonna smirk at him, and she's gonna say, she's gonna step around Charlie and she's gonna say, "Hi there."
Does Fang have spirit speech?
No, she doesn't.
Then she probably does not understand what the spirit has just said to Charlie.
Oh, never mind then.
What did the spirit say again?
But
He said, "I remember you. You're Charlie."
no, she doesn't call Charlie. He just says, "I remember you."
Yes, I wanted to come by and pay my respects to you once again on behalf of this daughter of Coyote wishes to speak on matters of tutelage on getting a gift, learning a gift from you.
And he's going to look at her and he's going to say, "What does she wish to learn?"
Charlie turns to Fang and asks, "Which gift would you like to learn?"
Fang will look at the city father, and she'll bow her head respectfully, and she'll say, I would like to learn the gift of the salaryman."
I take it Charlie's going to, pass that along.
Yes, considering he's got both spirit speech and Cantonese.
Yeah.
And
So-
Fang mostly has English. She has Cantonese, but it's like she just learned it, so it's all.
Mhm. Does she understand the ways of China?
Not very much.
No, that's his question when it's passed along. His question is,
Do you
does she
understand the ways of China?
Fang considers her answer very carefully because she doesn't actually have much manipulation. She can't use her silver tongue if she's working through a translator. So she answers, "I am willing to learn, and willing and eager to learn the ways."
She is. He'll translate back to the city father. She is willing and eager to learn the ways of China.
He'll nod, like that is a good answer. One thing that the Chinese of the past and of the present have always valued is the ability to work as one and to be a member of the group.
The big ice mountains on.
I will teach her this
Somebody has water.
if she can prove to me that she understands my China.
He will tell her. He will be willing to teach you the gift if you can prove to him that you know the ways of his China,
Maybe.
or
Fang's
can
gonna-
learn.
Yeah, Fang's gonna think on that a bit, and think on that some more, and she's going to bow as respectfully as she can fake, because bowing to people is still a very new concept to her.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to say in Cantonese, I will do my absolute best to learn."
And he is going to respond in Cantonese rather than in spirit speech. First you must learn, then you must use the knowledge, then I will teach you.
Fang will look thoughtful for a moment, and then she'll grin. And she'll bow again. And how high are the niches for the dragons?
They're about waist high
Okay.
because they're where the normal shrines are that they would put the. There are some higher niches that have a few dragons in them, but most of them are sat on the lower niches, so
Yeah.
they're about waist high.
She'll look to the city father and she'll say, I'll endeavor to go, but first a gift for one of your pets. And she'll pick out a dragon she finds cute, and she'll touch it briefly, just one swift little stroke, and grant it good luck.
And he'll nod approvingly.
And yeah, and so this dragon will have good luck in sometime in the next 10 minutes.
That's going to be interesting for the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, look! I caught a dove! It's tasty! Nom 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 nom. Something like that.
No, I think he's going to pop outside and then notice a Bane spirit and have to kill it, but he gets the recognition and appreciation from the others from driving the Bane spirit away from the temple.
That works too, yeah, something like that. But
Oh.
yeah, these things have all kinds of spirit sights, so they know what she did.
Yeah.
And she'll turn to leave.
He'll bow and to City Father and go with her, and probably lead her to the mall.
Yeah. Fang, of course, gathered up her 3-card Monte table on the way.
Yeah.
You know.
And she's going to say, I have to learn the ways of China. The language was hard enough.
Actually, what he says in straight Cantonese, actually, it wasn't really that bad.
And Fang will reply in English. I was raised in a zoo, so English was hard enough for me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
That's no problem.
never really used it.
Deb, do you want me to roll Prescription Primal Urge to get her to the mall or no?
No, you should be able to get to the mall okay.
Alright.
You don't have any vampires with you this time, and they're the ones that are most likely to draw attention from spirits. Otherwise, unless you get in their way, they'll probably just let you walk past them.
Yeah. Just be glad that it wasn't the youngest. He's the most aggressive.
The box is done. It's just great. So
Fang will nod at that. And she's going to make an educated guess with her 1 dot of spirit lore. She's going to say, because the city's changed hands so many times and established so many traditions, I'm guessing that's why the city father has so many personalities.
Yep. There's one for that wants to be a part of Britain. That's the eldest is from the times of antiquity, and the youngest is Communist People's Liberation Army of China.
the box, the
Okay. Well, no wonder you need to cause some havoc in the military. Fang says, grinning.
Yeah, I've got other people working on lowering their influence with the
we
city.
have a Western theme. I wanted it.
I just need
Fang.
to get.
Wood.
Fang nods and says, I'll work on lowering their reputation.
That would be helpful.
Because
Yeah.
I
If,
realise with her spirit law that the reputation is more important than their physical power.
yeah, it's Fang's gonna grin and say, you know, I've always wanted to joyride in a Humvee in uniform.
Whatever happened to our thing?
It quit working.
I
You just get one.
so want to go with you.
We find no place to go.
Fang grins and she pats Charlie on the back and grants him good luck.
Yay!
In 2 hours. Do, 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 do.
Which would be will probably be useful in 2 hours.
Yeah, I love Shokapilli's touch that just lets you define exactly when, so that you don't have to be right next to them when they explode.
So what does the luck
Don't do that.
the luck gift do?
It's up to the storyteller.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord.
I will come up with something at the end of the season and let you know.
Yeah, I have to. I get to determine if it's good or bad luck, and if I spend a gnosis, it's improbably good or bad luck. But I didn't spend a gnosis for that, so.
But still.
And it's
So this is
by priority standards, so sometimes it might not seem like good luck, but it will be.
Yeah.
I've been checking the streaks.
It's good luck in the long term.
Yeah, I think we have to wait until the end of the year. Baylor goes home for a while.
do I want to would I want to know about this? But anyways,
You saw. Can you give me a quick perception primal urge? You might be able to see it.
yeah.
Don't forget, I want you to look at my headlight.
Alright.
I don't
Oh,
just
crap.
want to drive at night, and if I need to,
No, you didn't see a damn
Mark,
thing.
No, I didn't botch, but I failed.
no,
Yeah.
You didn't see a damn thing.
to Fort Worth too, and that party we might be.
So you're on the way to the mall.
Yeah.
Okay, you get to the mall. There's lots of those. I don't know if you've seen the other scene with them all, but there's money spirits moving around that look like those wooden horses where you pull the strings to keep the light, only made out of coins. So the coins are kind of clinking against each other as they walk.
Yeah, Fang's going to set up the 3-card Monty table.
You're still in the Umbra at the moment.
Yes.
Okay.
She sees money.
The
She
dragon,
sees money.
She's going to try to fleece the frickin' money spirits.
okay. So the dragons look very different from the dragons at the temple.
Charlie's just gonna chuckle and actually leave her to her sordid business, and because
Well,
she's
not going to spend that much time on it, but she's going to she's going to do like 2 or 3 rounds of follow the queen, follow the queen, follow the queen, follow the queen, trying to fleece some stuff out of the money spirits.
Right.
It's just what she does.
yeah.
Mhm. The dragons here look very different. The ones here look almost anime with the whole kind of. They look a bit. You know how to train your dragon? All smooth
Toothless.
and looking. That's what the dragons here look like. Whereas the ones before looked very old style with great big mustaches and beards going on.
I want one.
Everyone wants one.
Familiar spirit is a thing.
You've not seen the third time of dragon yet. So, you know.
Oh God, I don't want to know.
And you don't cut this shirt up to where it's all.
All right, so after after just having some fun with the spirits, Fang will catch up to Charlie.
He didn't go far. He was in there watching. If you weren't going to give it take long.
Yeah,
Well,
it was
and
just it was just 3 rounds. 1 round so someone wins, and then 2 rounds of I win and she makes more money that way.
I'll probably
yeah.
cut that tonight and get it
Uh,
down. So
that he realizes that if she's new to the city, so she's probably going to need somebody to guide her around just until she gets her bearings.
Hmm.
So, are you want to head to the Sept, or do you want to head back to your either to the Sept or the Dragon Nest?
Could I
Well,
get a perception primal urge out of you two?
okay.
Actually, no, make it alertness. You are in the umbrella already, so it's not really a issue.
Alertness,
Primal urge.
primal urge. Okay,
3 successes.
and that is 4 successes for me.
Okay. You notice that not exactly where you went before,
Either one of those shirts would be
but
perfect
kind
for
of
this
off
project.
to one side near where you went to meet the city father before, there are 2 beefeaters with great big full-on outfits standing on either side of what in the real world is the museum. It's a museum honouring the colonial reign. It's a colonial themed museum inside this mall.
Are these spirits look like they should be there?
Well, they're
Well,
beefeaters. They're the British guards with the big foofy hats.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would make sense. Never mind.
And Fang's gonna look at Charlie and say, "I guess the British third is in there."
Uh,
Why did he not wear it?
think that's one of his
I was
shrines
always working and it was
because the mall is
never worn.
pretty much themed museum around him, around the British Empire.
Fang will nod and start walking that way.
Does she have the curiosity flaw?
No, she's just a Nuisha.
Yeah.
He follows her. Consider. Let's have wisdom to give temperance to the cunning.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah, the
And I
beefeaters
understand why, but okay.
kind of look at both of you, and they cross their great big spears over one another to block the way. But that's about the only reaction you get out of them.
okay. Fang will look at Charlie and say, "You have spirit speech. Ask polite. Why don't we ask politely if we can enter?"
If you want it, I'll get it.
May
We can take it down on a Saturday.
may we humbly request permission to enter, please? Oh dear Lord! You asked the Irishman to ask 2 British people this.
And they're going to look at each other and go, "What do you want here, Governor?"
Are they
Oh.
speaking in English or spirit speech?
They are speaking in spirit speech, but it sounds like it's in a Cockney accent. A Cockney accent
Okay.
is spirit speech.
Okay.
What did you want to come in here for?
I wanted to speak to another aspect of the city, Father.
My friend here is a child of Coyote, and she'd like to speak to the the Empire aspect of the City Father?
He's out at the moment.
Yeah, I kind of think. Thank you. He's out at the
Well,
moment.
Could I buy you gentlemen a cup of tea?
You might need to repeat that.
Could I buy you gentlemen a spot of tea? Is what she'll ask, looking at them and speaking in English. And she's got a translator right next to her.
And Charlie will translate.
Certainly.
All right.
He says,
Fang will give them a gnosis.
Yeah. And they're both going to sit down on these chairs that appear almost from nowhere and drink this tea. They're just sat on either side of the door. They put the spears down across the floor in front of this door and they're just drinking the tea.
Wow.
And you have about 10 minutes before they finish this tea.
Yeah, and Fang will look at Charlie and go, "I think I like this place."
You still want to look in here, even though he's out at the moment?
Bring it out here.
If he's out, I don't want to invade his home.
All right.
I think instead I'll just head for the bathroom and step sideways out.
Okay, I'll probably go with you. Well, actually, not in the ladies' room. I'll step sideways out in the men's room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
hey, look,
literally stepped over their spears and gone for a wander inside. And before they finish their tea, they're on their tea break. It's all.
Wow.
Fang's got that unroll affinity is dang nice, so Fang goes through.
What's the gauntlet rating here?
Gauntlet here is. I'm going to go with 6 because I'm going to be nice. But yeah.
Okay, he's going to take a little bit. He's got 1.
7, but yeah, I'll go with 6.
Yeah, I forgot to show it, but Fang got 3 because at 6, because of her unroll affinity, it's 4 for her. And from there, I'm going to go ahead and just do this because Fang's Fang. Fang's going to make her way to the nearest PLA outpost.
Sorry, what did you say?
Fang's making her way to the nearest PLA outpost just because she's Fang.
That's fair enough. Does she know where one is?
She knows how to use Google Maps and a phone book.
So yeah, you can probably find one.
Actually, in Wikipedia, it pulls up all of them.
Yeah.
I actually did that.
Okay, well, I will leave it down to Ari which one is the nearest one.
She just picks whichever one's the nearest one. It doesn't really matter. I don't feel like looking it up at this point. I
have a feeling the nearest one got that was in Kowloon. The reason why I say was at Masters. Okay. So he's going to have to go into another
There's also going to be a lot more of them in World of Darkness than there are in real life.
Yeah, that's true.
So you find a, should we go with a supply post? Supply depot where they get them in?
And she just basically wants an area that has at least one military vehicle.
Yep.
So.
Find that.
All right. She's gonna look at the area, and then she's gonna go off to the side and find a place that sells uniforms for workers, and buy some coveralls.
Because they don't have to go to the lot.
Yeah, they don't sell the uniforms for the workers here.
No, I mean not in the base, but you can find it like a store somewhere.
Sorry, I couldn't hear any of that.
What?
I couldn't hear any of that. It was horrible.
The blue one or James's black one?
All right. Testing. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. She's going to
Oh,
find a store near-ish to this place. Now that she knows where the place is and can spot it, that sells uniforms for workers. Specifically, she wants a mechanic's uniform.
Okay. You should be able to get that, but it doesn't. If you paid any attention to the stuff going on in there, you'll notice that the one that you've bought doesn't have any of the identification patches.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect.
I'm
She's just
just
going to
gonna.
get in with her silver tongue.
You
Yeah.
can't get a costume that looks right, but you can get one that looks like it might be a spare outfit they've had because their real uniform is quite dirty.
Yeah, that's fine, and she'll make her way into the front guards.
Oh, Ari, just clarification. When you were in the Umbra, you
Mhm.
noticed there's a lot of rats.
Okay,
I mean,
neat.
a lot of
Yeah,
rats.
you haven't been in the Umbra near this place.
Oh, okay. Well, when you go in, that's what you're going to see.
All
Yeah,
right.
but she's not
Um,
in the Umbra at the moment.
Yeah.
what Fang's going straight to the front gate,
Mm-hmm.
and
Stop. Yeah, the guards will stop you.
yeah, and she'll be speaking in Cantonese. She'll bow slightly and she'll say, uh,
Still looking
"Hey,
for
my
the
name's Nadja, and I'm got put in for an order to repair the." She rattles off numbers very quickly. Humvees, they're right over there. They need to get there. And she rattles off technical terms. She's using that perfect liar merit, and I will roll manipulation subterfuge basically. And at this point, it's don't botch.
Yes and no, because you might be able to rattle off the fact that roll the manipulation subterfuge, and the basic message is don't botch. But I'm also going to have you roll charisma to convince them
Oh,
that they could let you in.
yeah, it's
So,
the same roll at this point because thank you, Team Alice.
yeah, but you do kind of need to do both because
So
one
there's
is
a
to convince
manipulation
them that you are who
subterfuge,
you say you are, and the other is to convince them that
and it's just straight charisma, or is it charisma subterfuge?
charisma subterfuge.
Sweet. Actually, charisma subterfuge is a little better. Hey, okay. The manipulation subterfuge was 1, and because I'm sorry, I forgot to share it, but this one is the charisma subterfuge.
Nice.
Nice.
And I've got a specialization in charisma of attracts attention.
Mhm. Which actually would probably be a bad thing at this point.
Probably, but I'm just mentioning it because I got that
Yeah.
10.
Yeah. Well, it's not going to help at this time. But yes. So they're going to look at you, and and they're going to, not having seen any Native Americans before, assume that you're just a bit of an odd-looking Chinese person, which is what you want them to assume at this point.
Yes.
Because
I'm
they do
speaking
have a non-Chinese working there.
Yeah, I am speaking Cantonese, and
Yeah. And Native Americans do look vaguely similar to most of the other most of the other people in the world.
yep.
And he's going to say, "Have you got your papers?"
Oh, and she concocts a story of she had her papers with her, but then she was working at another area, and her uniform actually caught fire. That's why she's wearing her spare, and her papers were damaged, and she's going to get new ones. She swears, but she has to do her job, or she's going to get fired.
And they're going to look at each other and kind of.
One moment. Okay.
Actually, all the socks down here too.
Okay, I'll put it all on the.
rounded up for you.
Okay. All right, back.
They're gonna look at each other and kind of look unsure and like they're trying to decide. And the more senior of them is going to wave you through and say, I'll put a call in about this.
All right, but in the meantime, I have to get started.
Yeah. Like I said, he'll wave you through and,
All right.
and say, I'm going to put a call in about this. And he's literally picking up the radio as you're walking past.
All right, and she's gonna climb right into the driver's seat of one of these Humvees, and they're the military style Humvees, yeah.
Yeah.
So they're the push button starter.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's going to start one, and she's just going to drive it right the fuck off the base.
Right. Something tells me she's going to be getting shot at as she does this.
Oh yes, and
Oh, God.
I'll roll Dex and drive.
Right. So.
And
I'm
I
so
think this is
glad
a
I'm
good.
not there right
I
now.
think this is a good roll.
When I get this closet cleaned out, Dick, they put all your clothes in that closet, quit throwing them in the floor.
All right.
You'll have motherfucking rats in the bed.
What did you roll?
Dex and drive.
Yeah. Okay.
I only needed to fool them long enough, and I'm just going to lead them and the police on a nice, merry little car chase through the city. And then dump it somewhere and run. Dump it somewhere and sleep sideways.
So you can sleep there if you fall asleep.
Okay.
Here's another one.
There's ruining their reputation for you. They
Yeah.
let someone on the base who just stole a vehicle and just car chase. Whee!
Uh-huh.
Awesome.
Back wind mirror is smashed, but they didn't hit any of the tires, so.
Sweet. So yeah, it's a merry little car chase, them and the police through the city, and then she'll hit the accelerator and dance sideways, and get through reasonably quickly-ish.
Okay, I'm going to roll soak for. 5
Car?
lethal.
5 lethal.
Could need
Hmm.
Ari. Yeah, 5 lethal. Hit accelerate on the thing. You've got it up to speed, and you've slipped through to the Umbra. You're still going at speed.
Yeah, so she takes 5 lethal, but Hamid isn't her breed form, so she'll just laugh her ass off in the Umbra until she regenerates.
Yeah. I need this to be a yes or a no. Ooh, that is an unfortunate one.
Well, you've got the fate dice for that, so.
Yeah, like I said, that's why I rolled. I've just rolled the fate dice, and odd that you can't see them.
It's Google Hangouts being Google Hangouts.
Yeah.
Does this shit sometimes.
Unfortunately, you come out in the Umbra, and there is a very angry dragon looking at you. And he does not look like either of the other types of dragon. This one is the size of a small pony, and has spiked scales, looks more Georgian the dragon than anything. It's full-on fierce war dragon.
I just hope that's not long.
Not long.
Okay.
That's not long.
It's got wings, and it's the size of a small pony, not the size of a large building.
Okay, that works.
Fang is going to stand up.
Nasty-looking talons.
Yeah. Fang is going to stand up, dust herself off, and
It's attacking, so you might want to.
oh sweet. Okay, I thought it was staring her down. And I'm still down 5 lethal.
Yeah, you're down the 5 lethal, and it is pissed off. It's just been chasing you all over the place.
Oh, 14 before wound penalties.
Yeah, I did not roll that well. So you have the initiative. It's charging at you.
All right. Uh,
I say run it
I'm
into
go-
the umbral reflection of the base.
She's nowhere near the base at the moment.
okay.
Okay.
Because she
I'm gonna
drove
shift
away.
into the. I'm gonna shift into the Hispo. Okay. I'm gonna shift into the Hispo equivalent, but I'm gonna do it in such a way that I'm gonna try to trick it into lunging above me.
Okay.
So I'm like gonna dive because there's free shifting in the Umbra. I'm gonna sort of dive for its legs
Mhm.
and try to make it attack the air above me by shifting into Hispo.
Okay. Roll me a Dex subterfuge.
Sweet, that would be my favorite thing right now.
Dex subterfuge. Remember your wound penalties, but Dex
Minus
subterfuge.
3.
It is your. Instead of dodging, you're using.
Guile.
Yeah. So Dex subterfuge is your.
And, oh, wait, I forgot Team Malice's bonus. Oops. So even with the wound penalties, I'm rolling 5 dice. So 2 successes there.
You got 2 successes. It got 2 successes. Defender wins. So yeah, you
Woo.
managed to. You managed to get it to go over you.
Sweet.
Is that your entire action?
Yeah, because I'm shifting.
Yeah. Okay.
I was shifting in a clever way, but I was still shifting.
Yep, that makes sense. Okay. And you have initiative, so it is your turn. Start the
Yeah.
turn.
Leg it.
Leg it. Okay, bear in mind, this dragon has been keeping up with the car, so...
Yeah, but I need to get away from where I am before I step sideways.
Uh-huh. Okay, Dex Athletics. And if you also
And the wound
roll...
penalty's down. The wound penalty's down a bit. Yay.
Yep. If you also roll me a... you do realise that to heal lethal rather than bashing, you need to make a stamina survival roll at the end of the turn. To heal.
Oh, let's make that because that is reflexive, I believe.
It is reflexive.
Stamina and survival.
But yes, if before you roll your Dex Athletics, if you haven't already.
Yeah, that's stamina survival there. That's 2.
Excellent. So that's good. So you heal some lethal. In the meantime, could you roll me a straight wits?
Straight wits. Okay. Wits is one of her worst stats. With wound penalties, I have 0 dice.
Don't bother with the wound penalties on this one.
Okay. That's a fail.
Okay. So in that case, just your Dex Athletics.
2. And the whole time she's running, she's because the Hispo equivalent for Nuisha, they can do the mimicry sounds. She's making a police siren noise. So, with 2, what happens?
With 2, he's keeping up quite well because he got 4. So not only is he keeping up, but he can swipe at you with added difficulty because he's keeping up.
Okay.
And I'm assuming you're putting all your energy into running, so not dodging.
Yeah, all my energy's in running here. But he's got a penalty to hit, so let me know what his roll is.
He does. So that is 2 to try and soak.
Okay, just soaking 2.
Yep.
I think I get a stamina bonus in this form. Give me a moment. No. I do. Oh, I get a crazy stamina bonus in this form. No. And oh, come on. Frozen. I take 2.
Okay.
However,
Okay. Can you roll me
there's
your
regeneration.
Can you roll me your wits again? Again with no minuses.
6 and 7.
Is that for your wits?
Yes.
Excellent. You may notice that because of the way wingspans work, you've got quite a wide wingspan. And there are some quite narrow alleys.
There's also some quite narrow doorways.
Yeah.
So I'm going to dive for one of those, because at least he could just go overhead and roast me.
Yeah, but he's swiped at you so far. He hasn't breathed fire at you. But yes.
I'm a Westerner. Dragons breathe fire.
Yeah. You got the wrong dragons for breathing fire out of this lot. This lot are all about claws and teeth. But yes, you don't know that. So doorways, give me a perception alertness. And that's
Okay,
alertness,
perception
not
alertness.
awareness. So actual alertness, not primal edge.
Okay. One big fat one.
One big fat one.
One big fat one.
So what? Sorry, just a sec. Yeah, that's okay. So you notice a doorway that doesn't look that sturdy. You know, it's got actually, this is China. You notice a doorway that has a curtain over it, but it does also have a spider web over it.
Sweet. Dive right through that.
Yeah. So you probably have pissed off a weaver spirit as well, because there is a spider web over this doorway, but you can get through it.
Yep, but making the dragon fight another weaver spirit, that's fine by me. And Fang's still making the fucking police siren noise.
Yeah. And the dragon's going to land outside just in time for the web spider that owned this spider web to come out of wherever it was. And it's chittering angrily at you. The dragon tries forcing its way through the doorway, and it chitters angrily at the dragon. And then a bunch of other spiders show up.
And Fang gives a giggle and then tries to step sideways.
Yeah.
And she does so instantly.
Excellent, because otherwise you were getting attacked by worm spiders.
Yay.
But I figured you'd probably be able to do that, so.
And poof, there's a wolf in downtown China.
A coyote in
No, it's a coyote wolf because I'm in Hispo.
coyote wolf currently in a china shop.
Yep. And
china shop.
and because they don't have the same kind of harsh cannot show humans ever what you are. She'll just trot her way out, head down an alley, and then shift to Hamid.
Give me a Dex Athletics.
Sure, I can give you Dex Athletics. 3.
Excellent. So when you dance sideways and end up in the real world, you don't knock over all the china.
Sweet. So yeah,
Nice.
she'll just walk doggy style, trying to look like she's just a big dog, and
Yeah. You're
walk
still
for an
getting
alley.
chased out of the shop with a broom, but
Yeah, well, she's just gonna look like she's like a street dog, and
Mhm.
head for an alley, and then shift to Hamid.
Yeah. Okay.
And then she's gonna call Charlie because I presume they gave phone numbers when they first met.
I would not
Yeah.
like any rat.
You
I'm
would have-
sorry.
So she's gonna call Charlie, and she's gonna say, "Hey, mission accomplished."
Yeah,
You
but-
would have.
All right.
Oh,
Thank you.
No problem. They're gonna be digging through that for days.
Nice. I heard about the car.
Yep, Fang says as she's dumping the fucking coveralls at this point. Actually, no, she wouldn't need to because they wouldn't have stepped sideways with her.
Yeah.
So-
she's
That's
letting
still
you-
in the truck.
No, she's wearing her talisman outfit that she was wearing under the coveralls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's still in the truck.
it's real
Yep.
shame.
So the coveralls are still in the truck, and no other sign of her.
Mm-hmm.
I call that mission accomplished. There.
Yeah, I think that works fairly well.
Yeah.
However, there may or may not be
But like I said, if you
fine.
see a pretty
Yeah, she showed up on some security cameras, but that's nothing she can't fix.
And she left the coveralls behind, which they might be able to use somehow.
She paid in cash. She never carries anything else, so.
Mm-hmm. But I think that kind of concludes this scene, unless there's anything else.
DNA.
Nope.
get that closet done today.
There might be DNA, but she's a freaking wolf. She's a freaking dog. She doesn't know what
Still a lot
DNA is.
left?
Mhm.
True.
Latriani, bitches.
I'm gonna get all the stuff off the folder.
Meanwhile, Fang gets this piece of good rock,
He does need to go to bed though.
which, in this case, involves while everyone is chasing off after Fang, Charlie actually finds out where their water supply goes in.
He passes that information over to Fang.
Sweet.
Have fun,
Fang's
sweetie.
Fang's gonna say it's gonna take me a week until the heat dies down, but then I'll have some fun.
Understandable.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to get about 20 pounds of borax. And cornstarch.
Okay.
I saw some people on TV do this. It's awesome. It makes this liquid that doesn't actually flow. You can like walk on it and stuff.
Nice.
Yes, she's going to turn the water supply into oobleck.
Okay.
But
Alright.
she's gonna wait a week until the heat dies down. Obviously.
Yeah,
Obviously.
true. Yeah, understandable. Other than that, other than the Brian thing, but I think we can do that outside of scene.
Just to let you know, there will be heat in the Umbra as well as in the real world regarding this. But
Yeah. Oh yeah. She knows. She knows how to hang. She knows at this point to hang out in the Sept and maybe a couple of the bars around the Sept.
mm-hmm.
Not go into the major metropolitan areas for that week.
Mm-hmm.
The Emerald Mother being your best bet.
Yep.
Because the cops and don't realize that is pretty much the biggest illegal criminal enterprise ever.
Yep. She'll probably be hanging out in the Sept, and unless someone points out the Emerald Mother to her. And she's just happy to have caused some chaos. And by the way, that freaking that Jeep probably crashed into something and did some major property damage.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
it probably killed several people as well.
Probably. But that just does more to help. In the end, that just does more to help ruin the reputation of the army.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you might want to be careful who you advertise it to because
Oh yeah, she's
I'm
telling Charlie. She's telling Charlie what she did. She's not telling Charlie yeah, I may have killed some people.
He's
whether you have or not, probably.
yeah. Um, he tells you one place you can hang out that would be safe, along with the theft, is the a nightclub known as the Emerald Mother, owned by one of his kinfolk known as Riker.
Fang nods and says, "Okay, that works."
And until the heat dies down, because that was noticed even in the Umbra.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be staying in the real world for a bit.
Yeah.
That being
Hey.
said, noticed in parts of the Umbra.
Yeah. Before she hangs up, she's going to say, one of my favorite laws of Coyote:
Okay.
always prank the worm.
Ooh.
And she giggles a bit. She hangs up, shifts to Latriani, and heads back to the set.
Charlie is sitting there just texting kudos on the prospect picture of with Fang, and text that to her.
She is interesting.
Yeah. I give my approval. She can hang with us, but she has to meet at least Gus and Adriana and Walks and Bosco.
It would be good if we could all gather.
Yeah. But not all of us are here at the moment. Currently, our Bat brother is still in Australia.
We will need to check in with him and see how he is doing.
Yeah. We have to do that at some point, but he's either in the Umbra or my my cell service doesn't go all the way to Australia. So we may have to go over there at some point and check in on him.
We may need to, yes.
Well, I haven't heard reports of a bat going oy vey on the news here recently, so that's something. Or the Outback
And
on fire.
it's at that point when Bat ends up landing on Zhu's shoulder. Oi! Is someone saying my name?
We were wondering how Matthias is doing.
Oi! He's such a good boy. I'm so proud of him. You wouldn't happen to have a nice beetle knish, would you?
Oh God. He's right there, isn't he?
Hey! Stop talking to her through your talkie box and get over here!
Yeah, Charlie goes over to where Zhu's at. He, I don't have any beetles, but he brings out a bag of roaches, a bag of beetles.
Probably not
Goes
best with
wide.
a bag of
He
roots.
goes wide eyes and he starts gorging and he's happy, very very happy.
Father Bad, how is Matthias doing in Australia?
He's such a good boy. I love him so much. I'm so proud of him. We have to get him a girlfriend.
We do.
We do. I'm thinking of talking to the Duchess and seeing if and we can get him hooked up with some bat puka along with the ladies from the zoo of his persuasion.
He nods a bit and says, "The changelings are all such interesting people. They're all wild all the time. I just they're always partying this way and that way and they party so hard they make me go for clacked."
I've out of character. He really needs to learn Yiddish. Uh, what would
He's
be a
actually
roll to?
using out of character. He's using Yiddish wrong.
Oh, out of character. What would be a roll to try and understand what he's saying?
Do you have academics?
Yes, and natural linguist.
Okay. If you have academics and natural linguists, you know you've seen enough Mel Brooks movies to understand what he's saying.
And he's saying it wrong.
He added an L to verkackt.
Charlie just looks puzzled at that. You added an L to that word, and you didn't need to.
I didn't?
Yeah, you didn't really need to.
Oy vey. And he flies off.
That one he's probably used correctly, and that was like one success.
Yeah, he uses that correctly. The full phrase is oy vey is mir.
Okay.
But quite often they'll just say oy vey.
Yeah. I think we could end. This is probably a good stopping point.
Yep.
I think so too.
Yay.
And thank you, players, for playing. Oh, sorry.
Thank you, everybody, for being everybody. Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
We'll see y'all later.